Something slipped out when I was drunk at a party, and I think it broke my wife. Now, nothing I say can fix our marriage. This all kicked off 6 months ago, and I only chose to talk now because I don't see improvement in sight, and I am hopeless. We were at a party. My friend is single, and we started talking about love and relationships. My wife and I have been happily married for 7 years. We have 3 beautiful children. She is the love of my life. When I was talking to my friend, I felt like we were on different levels of thinking. His complaints are mostly superficial about how the people he dated looked. I was a bit drunk at that point and said something like, "You don't fall in love with looks. Look at me and my wife. I love her more than anything, compared to my ex who was just looks." Everyone went silent, and my damage control was even worse, so I ended up shutting the hell up. I couldn't get my point across. I kept digging a hole, but even I thought that maybe these thoughts have been in my head, but only came out when I was drunk. My wife was shocked. First week, she was so angry and wanted to understand what I meant, but nothing I said was good enough. I was drunk. I love her. I think she's the most beautiful woman in all of existence. She thought being drunk made me say my true feelings. Then one morning she just said, "You know, I have never felt as ugly as I have felt this past week. I have always thought I am beautiful." This broke my heart. She didn't cry this time, but she hasn't been happy since I started crying and apologizing. But she was emotionless. It was the last time she looked at me too. She is taciturn and distant, but only with me. She has lost 20 pounds and she works out 6 to 7 days a week. She never has free time with me. If she's not with the children or her family and friends, she's immersed in some book or has her headphones on. She's always fully clothed now, even in bed. She locks the bathroom door when she takes a shower. She is more active on social media too. She shares many pictures of her and thanks everyone who gives her a compliment. Before, it was just pictures with our children and pets, but now it's her working out in sports bras and tights. I broke her and I don't know how to fix it. I want to fix us, but I don't know where to start or what to do. Relevant comments. You say your damage control was worse. What else did you say that night and how long did you do it for? Everyone was silent and I started saying that I didn't mean that my wife wasn't good looking. I just meant that I loved her for other things. Then even worse, I said that sometimes you are very attracted to someone and everything is a whirlwind with them, but you have nothing in common and see no future. I probably alluded that I used my brain and not my schlong when looking for a relationship. I thought it was the logical way of thinking, but for her, I think she would have preferred that whirlwind and passion. Update, we've been going to counseling and my wife at first has been very reluctant to open up and wanted to pretend that everything was fine. One session, she just asked me, "I want the truth here and now. No sugarcoating and do not try to spare my feelings. Did you find me attractive when we first met?" I really didn't know what to say to this. I love her more than anything, even more than my children and myself. I think that she's the most beautiful woman I know, but did I immediately think that when I met her? No, I didn't really find her attractive. We all grow up having a type. I remember thinking that she wasn't exactly my type, but she was so lovable and sweet. It didn't take me long to fall for her, and now I find women who look like are attractive. So I guess type is something very superficial and fleeting. I told her the truth. She cried and said that she herself didn't know why she was so hurt and crying. She knew that there were more beautiful women. She never wanted to be the most beautiful woman either, but that she always been considered beautiful by other people, which is true and always got attention. But the fact that the one person she wanted to be found the most beautiful girl in the world, I didn't think that. And that's what made her sad. The man she loved way before we even started dating. This was on our latest session and it was the most draining experience. Later when we got home, she apologized for making a big deal out of something this trivial, but that she just couldn't help it. And she was as confused to why it affected her so badly. On Saturday, she told me that she didn't want to stay in our marriage, that something broke inside of her. She asked me if I would try to hurt her and the children. If we did separate, if I would use them to get back at her, alienate her because she chose to leave. I promised her that none of this would happen and that I loved her and wanted her to be happy. Even if it wasn't with me, our families are in uproar over this. Mostly they're angry with her, that she let her insecurities get the best and worst of her. But I don't think it is insecurity, to be honest. She has never cared about people's attention. She just realized that the only person whose approval she cared about didn't give her. At least that he had to learn it, and that wasn't enough. I'm gonna be sad for a while now.